Hey guys, I am back and today I am doing another Get Ready With Me. As you may notice, I am in a different setup, and as you can see, I have much more makeup behind me than I normally do, and that is because I am at my mom's house. So today I get to play with different makeup than you've been seeing me play with the past few months. So if you are excited to see some new products be thrown up in this Get Ready With Me, just keep watching. Okay guys, I am starting in, you're going to be very bored, but it is the same Hello Fab Pores Be Gone matte primer. I still have another mini of this after I finish this one. I feel like I've been using this primer for like 400 years at this point, and I'm kind of over it. Next, I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques sponge and the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk in the shade 550 Light Medium. I'm just going to pat this into my face. I don't really know how I feel about this setup with everything behind me, but this is the best lighting. My room doesn't get a lot of natural light because I have one window and it faces north. So I get, it faces like northeast, and so I get good light in the morning, and then once it hits like 4 or 5 p.m. my room's dark. So I have lights over here, then I have a mirror, and so hopefully this is better than the setup I tried to do the last time I was filming here. Now I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer in the shade Light Sand. Do you guys ever think it's funny? Like, do you ever have like concealer or foundation shades that across different brands you end up being the same like name? I end up being Sand a lot. So like in it's a Fit Me concealer, I'm light medium sand or something sand. That's how I always find the one I am. And a few different ones I'm Ivory. Although I generally feel like those kinds of names, I have gotten used to looking for them because I feel like they fit more the undertone than the actual skin tone. You know what I mean? Like I tend to be like light medium sand or light sand rather than light medium apricot. I don't know. So what is everyone doing for Thanksgiving? I'm very nosy, just, inherently as a human being. So, if you're doing anything fun, let me know. And I don't mean anything fun, like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with all of my friends. I'm just saying, like, are you cooking Thanksgiving-themed foods? Are you not? Like, what are we doing? At my mom's house, I'm cooking non-traditional foods, but it's still gonna be like a special dinner. I'm gonna go in with my Coty Airspun loose face powder. This part of the Get Ready With Me is not new. I know I hyped up the intro with like, oh, I'm gonna be using so many new products. Some of them are gonna be the same because either I'm paying them or I only have one of them, like this powder. I'm just gonna go in with my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette and these two deeper shades, and then my regular Real Techniques blush brush. Just gonna bronze up my neck, get my neck to match my shoulders and my forehead, and just kind of hit the cheeks and the temples a little bit. That looks like there's a weird shadow from the lights I have, and it looks so much more intense on camera than it does in real life. That's so funny. Who let me walk around like this? There we go. So I want to go like peachy, orangey, fall-y colors. So I'm going to go in with this Laura Geller Baked Blush in the shade Tropic Hues and a blush brush from Bare Minerals. Just going to pick that up and like lay that on my cheeks. See, this is the kind of color that I kind of wished I had gotten from Nars Orgasm. This is more of like a berry with a peachy gold shift rather than like super pink. it is a little bit too shimmery, so I'm just going to go in really quickly with this blush from Tarte in the shade Party Dress. I'm just going to kind of fluff over that just a little bit to kind of make it go from metallic to sheeny. I'm just going to mesh them together with this Real Techniques blush brush that I used for my bronzer. Now I'm going to switch it up and go to eyes. This is my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. So yes, I'm thinking something a little bit like orangey, goldy, reddy. Just gonna keep saying colors and adding E to the end of them so you really know what I'm going for. I was curious who's seeing this watches Rach Loves. She is adorable, but she's like hilarious too. I love it when she asks, when she, as she's filming, asks editing Rachel what she thinks. I just think that's hilarious because it's so true. Like when you're filming, you're like, yeah, this is a good story to tell. This is funny and relevant to my life. And then you're sitting there and you're editing and it's like, what am I talking about? So, editing Jasmine is very much judgmental of filming Jasmine's choices. I'm just going to take this fluffy blending brush from Lamora. I think I got off of Amazon, and then the shade Halo from my Tarte Parhabu Princess palette. And I'm just going to brush this in the crease to set down where I put that primer. See, part of me really wants to use this Nars Ignited eyeshadow palette. It's really pretty, but these, I'm just not super comfortable with these mattes. You know what? Full send, no balls. So I'm going to go in with this lightest shade. I'm just going to work that into the crease. So yesterday, I drove from my school home to my mom's house. The issue, I tend to do this a lot. I call everywhere where I live home, and it can be kind of confusing. That wasn't deep enough, and I need some sort of transition, so I'm just going to hop into my Huda Beauty palette in the shade Sandalwood. I didn't want to use this because I know that this is neither new nor exciting to anyone on my channel. I use it almost every single time I do some sort of get ready with me video. Or I've done a palette bingo with it too. So yesterday I drove here, and so that was a 5-hour drive. It was the first time I've ever done it by myself, which was kind of exciting. Not excited, like I knew I could do it. I knew I could drive home. It was just, it felt like an accomplishment to do it for the first time by myself. And I had the radio. I usually like to talk to people while I'm driving, especially if I'm doing that long of a trek. I'm just gonna take this little Eco Tools brush and drag this along my lower lash line. But all my friends were busy. So now I'm gonna go in with this reddish brown shade in the bottom left hand corner. I'm just gonna start working this, and I'm gonna work from outer part of my eye to in. But yeah, it was good. It was uneventful. It was really weird leaving for break this time because I think my roommate felt the same way. The last time we were all leaving slow was right when everything was shutting down, and that was just really stressful for all of us, especially because my friends, almost all of them are out-of-state students, so they all had to get on an airplane. Like I was so lucky that my mom could come and take a day off of work, and my sister took a day off of school to come down. Like they drove down and picked me up and like helped me pack up all my things. And then this time when I dropped my friends off at the airport, we were definitely all like, okay, this is going to be 6 weeks, not 6 months. Like we don't need to do like long, heartfelt, tear-filled goodbyes. This isn't forever. This is a month and a half. We can do this. Like, and I know that might sound very dramatic, but my friends, not only are we all very close in the sense that like we form very close bonds with one another, but we're also one big friend group essentially. Like the six of us all get along, we all hang out with one another for the most part. We all really enjoy each other's company. We all get along. We all generally just kind of tell each other what's going on in our lives. There's not a lot of like secret keeping or drama, and so for us, like when we're all dissipated, it definitely we notice. And we just, while we're in school, we're hanging out constantly since that's our little circle. Those are the people you see. X and such as I probably see like, okay, there's my roommate, of course, and then there's our friend, like my friend slash her boyfriend, who we probably see like 3 or 4 times a week. And then there's our friend Rawson, who we probably see like 4 or 5 times a week. And then there's friends slash boyfriends, roommates, and we usually see them like 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And I don't mean like we hang out. I just mean like we usually like end up running into each other. We're hanging out at one of the apartments. Like if I go over to their apartment, then like I see all of them and we all chat and stuff like that. I'm just gonna take the little Eco Tools in that same shade and I'm just gonna drag it on the outer half of my lower lash line. I'm just gonna go in with this shade right here. Oh, there's a key. I think this shade is called Nomea, Noume with an accent A, and then this shade I'm going in with now I think is called Supernova. Anyway, and I'm just gonna press that on the lid. Yeah, I'm definitely happy to be home. I mean, at the end of the day, if I didn't want to come home, I wouldn't have. I'm just gonna take the shade right above it called shade right below it named Fired Up on my ring finger, and I'm just gonna press it kind of where the shimmery shade meets the matte shades. This is like a beautiful palette. I don't know, I always feel like I can't get a complete look out of it. Like even in this one I had to pull into the Huda palette. The proportion of mattes to shimmers is off for me. I think that's essentially what it is. Just taking the little shade above it. It's a little bit more orangey and putting it on top. It's St. Paul de Vence 1. Or the first. St. Paul de Vence the first. I think I'm done messing with this palette. I think I'm happy with how this looks. Actually, no, I lied. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that Huda palette. Come on. I'm just going to take the shade Maneater, which is that red, and I'm just going to take like the lightest tap of it, and I'm going to put it in the outer corner. Yeah, I took that too far. Okay. I'm going to stop before I look like a crazy person. I'm just going to quickly tightline my upper lash line with this Cargo Swimmables eyeliner in the shade Pebble Beach. And then I'm going to go in with the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara and the Pure Fully Charged mascara and just kind of layer these both up until I'm happy with my lashes. Okay, there we go. Mascara is on and I'm feeling pretty good about it. How did you guys let me sit here and do the rest of my face without any brows on? I thought we were friends. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel and the Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe. And just do my brows super quickly. Sorry for that aggression just there. While I am home, I'm going to be filming a ton because I really want to do a lot of those fun, like, favorite shade in every palette, like ranking my blushes, like those kinds of videos. I love those kinds of videos. But I just can't when I'm at school because I can't bring all my blushes with me just to do a ranking video. So I'm excited while I'm here to just kind of like pre-film a bunch. So if you see a lot of videos with the same look, pretend you didn't notice. Now we are going to go in with highlighter, and to match the glow of this blush, I'm going to go in with my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. I give myself a quick spritz with this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And then last but not least, I am going to do lips. I'm going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in the shade Spice. And then I'm going to go in with this MAC. It's like a Cruella de Vil limited edition one in the shade Innocence Beware. I'm just going to put that in the center of my lips. So everyone, this is the finished look. I'm very happy with it. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed watching me struggle to put on makeup, or if you enjoy panning / makeup consumption type videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I hope to see you in a future video. Thanks guys!